Well, Zevi, not the way you wanted this one to go. Obviously, it's kind of where's your head at right now in terms of Buffalo's no way this one went.
Um, uh, just disappointed. Felt like we played three really good quarters of football, and we let it slip away in the last quarter, and that's on me. I take full responsibility for that. Ball touches my hand every single play. Can't turn the ball over in any quarter, especially the fourth. So that one's on me.
Score, just the 3 points in the second half. What was kind of the difference in the first half and second half for you guys on offense?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll watch the film and we'll assess everything and see, what we could have done better. But I'm proud of the guys. They fought through everything. Um, they played their hearts out. Like I said, I got to play better.
Coach Rogers was just in here talking about the impact of the noise, obviously late in the fourth quarter. Could you hear the play calls coming in, or what was the impact of that?
Yeah, the play calls were coming in. I should have switched up the cadence. Started going more on silent. We had that prepared and ready to go. So, like I said, just tools that I could have utilized that would have helped us, I think.
Um, do you feel like the noise, kind of rattled you guys at all, in that kind of situation?
No, I just think, we let one mistake, trickle into multiple. One of them was completely on me. Forgot a shift. I got to be on top of that. Um, so, obviously the noise is a factor, but we prepared for that. And, we just let mistakes trickle over into multiple. And like I said, I take full accountability. I'm the quarterback of the team.
Um, the interception in the fourth quarter, what was kind of your read on that play? How did that one happen?
Yeah, it's just a high-low read. I saw a possibility for us to try to get the first down, and just it wasn't there. I got to be smarter with the ball and put our defense in a better position there. We were still up at that point. I could have taken the check down, and sure, we're punting on fourth down if we don't get it, but it's better than turning the ball over. We had two turnovers that led them in plus territory, and that's completely on me. Bad reads, bad balls. Like I said, I take full ownership for that.
The impact of the penalties, obviously, in the fourth quarter, we saw the false starts and holding and whatnot, but Coach Rogers was talking a lot about just, playing behind the sticks for a lot of the second half. What was the impact of that on the offense?
I don't know. I mean, there was no. The guys were confident and positive the whole entire time. And like I said, we'll have to watch the film and see what we could have done better, and what went wrong. But um, yeah, I don't have any clear answer for you on that right now. We gotta execute better.
Mhm. What'd you make of the rushing offense tonight?
I thought it was good. I thought we ran the ball hard. I thought the O line was creating holes for our running backs, and I thought they were making plays and making guys miss. I mean, I'm pretty sure we had more rushing yards than them. We had more passing yards than them. We had more first downs than them. We had better possession of time. But we lost the turnover battle, and that's on me. That's on me, and I take full ownership for that. So, it hurts and it stings, and it should, but I got to find a way to rally this team, and we got to find a way to put on a better performance throughout this week of practice, and next week at home.
Um, yeah, Coach Rogers was just in here talking about, I get to be more prepared to play in these kinds of road environments. He was kind of joking, like, I guess we got to turn the sound up in terms of like the simulated crowd noise practice. How can you guys kind of be prepared more for these situations, later on in the season?
Yeah, just kind of like what he was saying. We do the crowd noise at practice. We prepare for those situations. Um, and we've practiced and executed in those situations. So, like I said, we got to find out what went wrong and where we lacked execution, and we got to clean up those mistakes.
I mean, overall, you come, 3 points away from upsetting an SEC team at home, two away from upsetting, ACC number 18 on the road. I guess obviously you're here to win the game, and that's what stings. But how much solace can you take in, keeping these games so close against these caliber teams?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to, tip my hat off to the team and their effort. They played their butts off. Even the defense. I mean, just even situations that they shouldn't have been in, they just kept playing really, really hard. And the offense, putting us in the ability to be in that situation to where it's a fourth quarter battle down to the last couple of minutes. Like, I'm proud of the way the guys are fighting, and I'm super appreciative for the fans that are coming out and showing their support. Um, Man, we owe those fans a win, and we got to find a way to get a win. So they're not telling us good game, you guys played hard. They're telling us good job, you guys were awesome, you won the game. So I got to find a way to push the team, and we got to find a way to get better as a team, so that after these games we're a little bit happier in these interviews.